For him to call time on his career right now, he's out. Hopefully, with a few quid in his back pocket. He's got another career in video gaming. I know that he's got a thriving business in that world. But as a mixed martial artist, mate, I mean, there's nothing left for him to achieve, is there? He's ticked everything off. He did the business. 11 consecutive UFC title defenses. That's the most consecutive defenses we've ever seen, and obviously it equals the record with John Jones of 11 world title defenses. Sensational.
Do you know what I think it is, Adam, right? You know, because of the smaller weight classes, he just didn't get the love he deserved. I mean, if you had that type of skill at heavyweight, there'd be no question about who's the greatest of all time. We wouldn't be having this conversation.
I agree with that, but I also just want to throw this in there and see what you think. I think he missed the ball with something just ever so slightly. He was sensational. He was lapping the flyweight division. In and around 2015, 2016, when he was in that mix of lapping the division and the best flyweight on the planet, I genuinely believe that when Conor McGregor kicked the door open of simultaneous world champions, there was an opportunity there for DJ to go, listen, there's no competition for me here at 125. I'm going to have a go at 135. He'd been there before. He'd fought Dom Cruz, hadn't he? And Dom Cruz had beaten him when he first came into the UFC. And then he went down to flyweight. And then he went on this unbelievable run where he became champion. I just felt in around 2016, there was a chance there for DJ to go, do you know something? Go on, I'll fight. I want the rematch with Dom. Go on then, I want TJ Dillashaw. Go on then, I want someone else. Because skill set wise, he might not have had the size because he's not a big lad, is he? But skill set wise, I think he could have competed with some of the very best 135ers. And I think that would have just added to a little bit of something, caused a little bit more interest in his profile, and maybe breathed a little bit more life into what he was doing at flyweight.
So you're saying he played it safe?
I'm saying that, I wouldn't say played it safe, but what I'm saying is, if you remember at the time, the division wasn't hot. People were losing interest in it. Even the UFC were talking about maybe dropping the division.
Getting rid of it, yeah.
And it was only Henry Cejudo coming in and winning. I mean, think about that scenario. Henry Cejudo comes in. He's already been knocked out by Demetrious Johnson. But he's now second time round getting his shot at Mighty Mouse. Gets his shot at Mighty Mouse, beats him on a split. Mighty Mouse has had 11 consecutive title defenses. Why was he not given an immediate rematch? He wasn't given an immediate rematch because they were losing faith with the division and him, whether it was becoming a little bit stale, a little bit boring. Now, don't get me wrong. When you're finishing people, I think he's got 6 submission finishes in world title fights, which is the most the UFC have ever seen. He's a sensational mixed martial artist. He could have pushed himself, is what I'm saying. And at that time, 2016, there were others doing it. DC did it. Amanda Nunes did it. Henry himself did it. When he come through, he went straight up, didn't he? I thought DJ could have done it and had a go at 135.
Do you know what, Adam? Yeah, for the first time on this whole podcast, I'm just going to tip my hat to you. I can't say anything else. I can't add to what you just said because it was perfect. And the same argument comes with Khabib. They always say he could have jumped up, he could have jumped down. And, you know, I'm kind of on the fence with this up and down stuff. I see why you say it. Because it's like when you clean up a division, you clean up a division, right? Now, DJ, he has competed at 135, but it was the early days where people weren't really cutting weight, right? He's a very, very small guy, as we know, Adam, yeah? Now the 35ers, or the 35ers in his generation, even towards the end of his career, were getting big. They were getting very, 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 very big. And I feel like he was the true 125er. I really do. I mean, let's take it, for example, when he fought in one championship against Moraes, I believe. Right? See the size difference. And that was in his own weight class. So it's easy for us to sit here and say jump up and down. But have you seen the monsters that he would have had to jump up and down against? Yeah. So that's the argument on the other side.
My argument was from that love point of view. I think if he does make the jump, I think he gets more love because people are like going, right, what's going on here? This little fella's having a go, is he? Right, cool. And I believe he had the skill set to be able to compete with them top people. And if he'd have pulled something off, then all of a sudden you're talking about a double weight world champion and he gets more love. And then the conversation of Mount Rushmore, because loads of people have their opinion on who should be on the Mount Rushmore of MMA. Should DJ be on there? He's in the conversation. There's no doubt about it because of what he's achieved.
Does he make yours?
No, he doesn't. He misses it. Because I think my 3, are everybody's 3 in Jones, GSP and Anderson Silva. I think there'd be at least a conversation for everybody's.
Yeah, agreed.
And my other one that goes alongside those 3, I go Hoist Gracie just because he was the original. That's where I go. I mean, other people might bring in Fedor and all these others, but that would be my four. I understand why DJ would be in the conversation, though, because of what he achieved at Flyweight.